going live on YouTube now. Welcome everyone to our Wednesday night live energy update and Q&A. Tickle nose, there we go. It's so great to have all of you here. There's lots going on, isn't there? Well, I'm excited that we have something interesting to talk about tonight. I had a bunch of notes and I don't know where they went, so we're just gonna wing it because I know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, good. Well, let's see. One of the things I wanted to talk about was it's not new, but it's up and coming, being recently activated. So first of all, if you're new here or you stumbled across this video as a recording, this might be three reasons why you might want to follow this channel. So one is this, there's a lot about longevity here naturally and using energetics mostly. So that's one reason you might want to follow. Another reason is truth seekers. I'm a truth seeker. Maybe you're a truth seeker on the Ascension timeline. We calibrate everything. That's how we actually know what's true. And a third reason, you're on the Ascension timeline and we're all things longevity. So those would be some good reasons why you might want to follow. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the energies of the king and the queen. Now, we've been in the past making sure that the masculine and feminine energies were balanced throughout our energy field and even in every energy center, because every energy center processes different energy. And so these energies not only need to be 100% throughout our physiology, 100% masculine, feminine, but also in each energy center, and then being able to communicate with each other in those energy centers. So we're talking about the energetics of the masculine and feminine energies. It's not about being more girly or more muscles. It's not that. If you're not sure what the masculine and feminine energies are, the masculine energy is the energy of the mind. It's actually in every cell in our body. It's that outward doing energy, creates structures, logic, schedules, all those organized kind of things. That's basically masculine energy. And then the feminine energy is the energy of the heart. That is deeply collaborative, working in harmony with others in our inward. It's more of an inward energy, introspective, intuition, accessing our deep inner wisdom. So that is the basis of the masculine and feminine energies. And now spirit is guiding us to take those energies to the next level for those of you who are already here. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. I want to see who's here first. I always love that you guys come here each week to support, and maybe some of you guys are new here, which is always exciting. We will be doing a live Q&A in a little bit, where if you're not sure what to ask, you can just get a scan. And I'll tell you the most important thing that would help you the most energetically. Welcome, Texas. Gwen, haven't seen you in a while. And Arizona, Hawaii, great. We have Florida, we have Manteca, great. And that looks like some new people. And we have some Cali people. We have some other new people who know each other. It's a great place to reconnect, right? Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I've been contemplating cutting my locks, but the longer it gets, it's like, oh, I don't know. It's kind of nice. Having a good hair day. So that's always nice. Great to see you, Sveta, from Alaska. Gregory. Good to see you, my friend. And we have Colorado Springs. We've got a lot of people in the house tonight. Nice. More people from Colorado. Great to have you all here. Let's see if anybody is expressing over here on Instagram. We have a crowd over here as well. I appreciate all the compliments. What are some of your predictions for 2026? That would be a good question to entertain when we do questions. So I'll come back to that. Looks like we have Canada in the house as well. And someone else who would like a scan. Ohio, great. Okay, so we have some people with their questions already getting ready. So that's awesome. So this king and queen energy, the reason I want to talk about it is because it came up in some clearings I've been doing in the past week. And the thing that was the most shocking was the levels of control. Like there's a whole architecture of energetic structures and control mechanisms that are keeping these energies pushed down, unavailable, keeping men emasculated, keeping women in their masculine. And so these energies haven't really been available like they should be or could be. And it's been fascinating that there have been lots of black boxes, like 500. I mean, we've been kind of amazed if there's 50 black boxes. And if you're new, black boxes, there's two ways of looking at it. One is these are control mechanisms. And two is it could also be deeper patterns, beliefs, lessons that we've learned and that are coming up and out. And so that's why we're finding so many of them now, because we've reached some of these deeper layers that we haven't been able to access before. But because so many of us are doing the work, it's kind of like the 2-minute mile, right? Once someone finds an energy or a method or some new kind of thing energetically, then more people have permission to access that same energy. And I believe it's going to be the same thing with this king and queen energies. So these queen and king energies are, it is definitely a sovereign energy where we are the boss of ourselves. We have complete control of our crown chakra, which is where we get our sovereignty. And so it's not surprising when we find 500 black boxes controlling our crown, and then it's connected to locks that are connected to contracts that are have booby traps that release curses. I mean, the levels. It's just it's been mind blowing. It's been mind blowing. And it's also been quite exciting to see the effects that it's having on people as they are stepping into more of these sovereign parts of themselves, where the feminine is in her leadership and that heart centered leadership that is clear and grounded and not in her ego. And she has that masculine support that is there to provide, protect, support, which is really the role of the masculine energy. If you think about how that energy has been set in the beehive, the queen is the one who provides. I believe she provides the nectar, if I'm not mistaken. I was going to look that up before I got on, and I didn't have time, but I believe that's the case. But she could not have a hive if it were not for all of those worker bees who are supporting her. And so we see this in a lot of different places. And I think we're going to be seeing more of it. And as I was getting on tonight, I had to delete a video to make more room for storage here. And one of the ones that I noticed that I had done a while ago was about the no kings. Now, isn't that interesting that that was being promoted? No kings. So like they're trying to erase this king energy. And so I thought that was interesting that I saw that just before I got on. So this is going to be profound and I believe exciting as more people are stepping into a cleaner kind of energy, minus the distortions, minus the ego, minus all that angry, pushy energy, where instead we're pulled by our inspiration that comes from the heart. And so when these energies are not only balanced to 100% in our physiology, but also in every energy center. And now I've noticed that in the heart, it's been hard for the masculine and feminine energies to really be elevated there, as well as the crown. And let's see, I think another big second chakra was another big place. So that's where we create from, right? So important to have that cooperation of the feminine magnet that pulls all those things to her easily and effortlessly. And then you've got the masculine energy that's going to implement the ideas that she brings forth, the opportunities, etc. We need both of these energies balanced. So this is a very exciting development that is happening. So I wanted to share about that, and maybe some of you tonight in your questions, that might be a question you might be curious about. You know, how much king and queen energy do you have in your field? We won't necessarily go through all of the chakras unless you're already at 100% each. Then I'd be curious, well, where is there some missing links? So that might be kind of interesting. What else? Another interesting thing that happened just earlier this afternoon, because I'm always leaning into what's new for me, which means that it will eventually be new for you. If you're on this ascension timeline, if you're working on being in these more elevated frequencies. And so I was talking with a dear friend that I had met in the Netherlands, working with a previous mentor. And she was telling me about these portals that she's connected to. And I think she had 9 portals that, like, they're connected to different parts of her body, and they are connected to her star family or her place of origin, something along those lines. And so I thought, well, I wonder how many I have. And so I measured or calibrated that I had 3. I have one in my crown chakra, I have one in my 6th chakra, and one in my heart chakra. And the spirit was also saying that I actually have, there's 7 that I have, but they haven't all been activated yet. So what does that mean? I don't know. I'll be finding out. We just keep leaning into these new energies because it's exciting. And um, mine is connected to my star family, which is Sirius B. So I'm certainly not serious. In fact, that's an energy that we try to avoid by increasing our amusement, which is the opposite of serious energy. But we're talking about serious. Is it a planet? I'm not sure if it's a planet. It's a star. I guess it's a star. Like, shows you how much I know. So anyway, if we have any galactic Sirius B family members here, that would be great to give a shout out. And whatever else you guys are open to learning about tonight, I'm certainly happy to help you see maybe some deeper places, or you have questions about your what's going on in your life. Maybe you're confused. Maybe you're recently woken up with a bunch of the stuff that's going on out here, all of the nonsense that many of us have known have been going on for a decade. But for you that are just waking up to, cannibalism and all the things, I don't even need to talk about it, um, that you might be feeling kind of lost. Like, what the hell has gone wrong with our planet? So, this is the final stuff that's coming up and out. I believe there will be another, let's see, at least maybe 2 years of chaos, nonsense, instability as this stuff continues to unravel and come out. But if you're paying attention, you'll also notice that there's plenty of light workers and good things that are happening and amazing things that are being created and communities and people that are, you know, planting things or cleaning things or whatever it is, there this is not all bad stuff that's going on, and it needs to crumble. So it's kind of hard to watch some of this crumble, though, right? It's kind of hard to, and especially if you have loved ones that are on the crumbling side, that can be a bit distressing. And so, anyway, I have a lot of optimism about the future. And maybe you've heard this in the past that I said that I am, or I believe I am from 500 years in the future. A lot of you are, actually. And I've even found people that are even further from the future, like 1500 years. And so that's why I'm optimistic, is because I know it's okay. It turns out okay. And so, um, my favorite question to ask, of course, is how does it get better than this? But also, this is a great question when you're feeling kind of lost, is asking, how did we get there? How is it that we navigated through all of this stuff and it turned out okay? And we didn't blow ourselves up. So anyway, that's what I'm excited about. I am excited about the future because it's all going to be just fine. All right, questions. Great. Let's see what we have here. As far as questions, great to see you here, Carla. Glad you made it. Um, check your son's energy, Savita. Well, he's not grounded, Savita, and let's see. Um, you two kind of match each other's energy, because I know you come on each week and you ask, check my grounding, and you're never grounded. So that you need to start practicing the 20-minute meditation that's free on my website for those of you who are interested. And he his heart is closed, rings, no rings. So he's being compressed and controlled by these darker influences on the planet. So that is that. Okay, here's one. Can you tell us about the healing that is happening? The healing that I do are so much stronger than ever before. Yes, yes, exactly. Our abilities are amplifying, are increasing. And for those of you who have, always been asking, oh, I want more intuition. I want to be able to tell. I want to be able to, see, or whatever it is. A lot of those gifts are coming online now. And so this might be what you're talking about. So being able to not only heal ourselves. Now, one of the ways that my healing work has shifted is I used to do a lot of the energy work, like helping people actually clear the energies. And I don't do that anymore. Now I just watch. I watch them. I watch them clear the energies because you're all very capable. And so that's one way that my energy work has shifted. Uh, so maybe you're noticing that as well. Um, all right, hang on. Thank you for that question. Charisse, so happy to finally get on live. I would love for you to check my energies. Okay, Charisse, let's see. Well, you are grounded. That's always good news. And you've got about 5 creative rings. And right at that 5th ring, there are chords, those AI chords, about 20. So that's preventing you from really accessing all of your rings. We have access to about 100 of them before it breaks through to infinity. So that needs to be cleared. Let's see what else. You're also looking at amplifying your money frequencies, which look low. Looks like some of your dad's beliefs are in your money pile, and that would need to be released when you do the meditation. Now, in my book, I believe it is towards the end. Here's my book, Access Your Ultimate Power, The Blueprint to Infinite Intelligence, available on Amazon. But I think towards the back, we do these, there's tell you how to use avatars. And one of the ways that I tell you in here is how to use them for your business. And that's in chapter 12. Yeah. No, actually, chapter 13, how to heal your relationships and your business. And so in here, it will tell you how to clear those money frequencies, if I'm not mistaken. I don't need to read my book right now. But anyway, so yes, clearing your dad's hardworking energies out of your money pile, amplifying your feminine magnet in your solar plexus would also be important. Yeah. All right. We were called conspiracy theorists, right? 10 years ago, and now now they know everything we've been saying is true, right? I was thinking about that earlier today. So yes. So Sharice, you were looking at more of the information as it relates to you and your husband. Okay, so this is where I look at. Hang on, let me plug in before we die. We got 9%. Just 1 second here. So one of the things that I do to help couples is look at their what I call we space, WE, meaning 2 people. And so that's where we use an avatar. And by looking at that avatar, you can tell a lot about your relationship. So in your case, this avatar has no grounding cord, and it only has 2 creative rings. And let's see, a couple other things. So that there's that. Solar plexus is it's got some cords in it. So this is probably why you're even asking this question, because this space feels stuck. And your husband, he cords to your solar plexus. So he tries to get you to do things or to not do things, not by telling you, but just by plugging that energy cord in there and then kind of yanking on it. So hoping you'll get the message. So there's that. And then you also cord to his solar plexus. So you guys are probably in some power struggles. So that all needs to be cleared out so you could stop resisting each other. Yeah, hopefully that's helpful. Let me know if that tracks. You wish you could understand more about reincarnation. Do we just keep reincarnating until we reach a level of ascension? I think that is an old paradigm that it's not necessarily the case. Like, this is going to be my last incarnation on this planet because I've crammed about 10 lifetimes into this one. And so now I have the choice if I want to come back or not. And Yeah, I don't give a lot of effort or energy into reincarnating. I think I'm more interested in what's going on here, making this life the best possible, learning as many lessons here, uh, so that if that's the case, like I don't want to come back. I don't want to do this again. It's a lot of work, right? Yeah. All right. And also, as you're asking questions, it'd be good. Some of you come here every week, and like I know Sydney, you're here, Catalyst Experience, but um, sometimes I forget what your who that handle is. So it'd be helpful if you also put your name and your questions. So thank you. All right, Sydney. I'm wanting to expand into doing more readings for the collective. Curious to see if there's anything I need to remove for this to flow effortlessly into my life. In your root chakra, there's fear there, and it's held in place by those black boxes. Um, let's see, 20 of those black boxes. So that would be a number one. That's one thing. Um, that concept, well, like if you were to create an avatar for what it is that you want to do, this thing for the collective, create an avatar for that. Well, it doesn't have a grounding cord, so it doesn't feel grounded, and so the interference there is at the crown of this avatar. There are black boxes, 50. So that's the influence that doesn't want this to these boxes are what's preventing this avatar from getting grounded. So that would be my suggestion. Um, Nancy, I was told I was Pleiadian and from the sister planets. Is this correct? Let's see, Nancy, are you Pleiadian? I'm actually getting a no. Um, but I'm not quite sure where you're from. Where are you from? I'm not getting that it's Pleiadian though. Yeah, so maybe throw out a few other suggestions. Emily, I would love a scan and would love to ask how it looks for me to work with Mikhail. All right. Um, okay, Emily, not grounded. You have no grounding cord. And what is preventing that is at your crown. There are black boxes, about 50, and that's what's preventing you from being able to get grounded. Um, as far as you working with Mikhail, excuse me, Mikhail, or is it Michael? um, hmm, you two have some unresolved lifetimes to work out. So you have 5, and I guess that's a she version of that name is she has 10, and it's mostly in the heart. So some blaming going on. Maybe you've noticed this in your interactions with each other. Uh, maybe it's hard for her to take accountability for her actions. Maybe she blames things on you. Uh, if she's always looking on the outside for how she's looking on the outside for the reasons of how she's feeling instead of what's going on in here and what's getting triggered here, that could be what it is you're working out. So you can shortcut all of that by clearing the energies, which are mostly in the heart and in the root chakra, where there's a lot of fear of failure. Yeah, so see if that tracks. Hey, Sue. I have had vertigo for the last few months, mostly when I get up from laying down on my left side in the morning. I wonder where there are blocks. And thanks for asking this question, Sue. And also, just so all of you know, I'm not a doctor. I'm not here giving medical advice. I am just looking more at the energetics of things, and there are often energetic reasons why things happen. And So as I'm looking at your at this issue, one of the things I'm noticing about the heart, you have a strong heart, but the energy as it goes upward from the heart, it stops right about at your, let's see, yeah, right about here. And so that could, if you get up too fast in the morning, blood doesn't have enough time to get all the way up to the brain and get going. So if you bring that heart energy all the way up to the top of your head, and also doing the same as it's going down. So right now it only goes down to about your belly button. So bring that energy all the way down to the bottoms of your feet and see if that helps. Your spine is actually clear, so it's not like your neck is necessarily out. Um, right at the bottom of your neck, however, if you were to draw a line across the top of your shoulders where where the cervical comes down and intersects right there, there are 20 of those AI cords right there. So pull those out. And then right behind your heart chakra, there's also some more. Yeah. So those two that might be interfering with that. So clear it, see what happens. It can hurt, right? Okay, good. Brooke, welcome back. Um, I'm O or RH. Why is that a blood type that is considered rare? What line do I come from that blood type? Don't know. I have heard that the RH is from reptilian. Don't know. I don't really know a lot about the blood type, so I wish I could um, say, but I don't know. So sorry about that. Okay, Brenda, I would like to know if you see anything over me. When you say over me, what is, I'm not quite sure what you mean. If there is, let me just ask, is there something over you? Yes. Is it on the positive timeline or negative? Um, let's see. I'm checking if it's dead people, which it's not. Is it AI? Yes, which is ancient interference, not artificial intelligence. Um, and yeah, it's just a little bit above, like around the fifth ring above your head, if you're talking about what's above you or over you. So that energy is interfering with your ability to expand your creative rings. So it's right about at that fifth ring. So I think that's maybe what you're talking about. Savita, can you send me the link? If you go to my website, kimberlysherry.com, and for those of you who are on YouTube, this QR code in the corner will also take you to my website, and you'll find it there. That's the easiest way. Okay, any healing 326 is asking for any messages from my guides and angels. And can you check my energy, please? Well, let's do that first. You are grounded, so that's good. You got good earth energy. There's no worry circle. Heart not grounded, and it's only about 15% open. Those AI cords are plugged in to the heart, and that's affecting its ability to fully open. Let's see what else. So yeah, heart not grounded. And also, so because this is blocked here, then it's hard for you to give. Like you start to give, that giving stops right here. And then let's see. And then harder for you to receive. So your left hand is blocked. So oftentimes we blame other people for not giving to us, when in reality, we're the ones who are blocked. We're not letting it in. But if you don't know that, if you don't know that this is an energetic thing that happens, then it would be really easy just to blame other people and say, I give so much and nothing's coming back. Well, blocked here. So I would say those are messages from your guides and angels. All right, so hopefully that's helpful. And if you do the 20-minute meditation, it would open up all of these channels that I'm talking about. Okay, so here's another one. When I do your meditation, I see many rings. I am curious if I am just imagining them or if they are really there. Well, it depends on where the rings are. When I talk about rings, the rings that I'm talking about are rings that are stacked above your head. So if you are seeing those, that's not your imagination. That is you seeing your rings. And they kind of look like big gold wedding bands that are stacked above your head with space in between, kind of hovering above your head. And there can be up to 100 of them before it breaks through to infinity. So you actually have an infinite number of rings. So well done. You're grounded. Uh, heart, not grounded though. TM. Heart is not grounded because in your root chakra, there are about 20 of those black boxes, and that's what's preventing the heart from getting grounded. So hopefully that is helpful. Let's see what else we got. Samantha, but this is Joshua. Okay, hey, Kimberly. Joshua Lee here on Mississippi. I would like for you to scan my energy field when you get a moment. Okay, well, this is the moment. Let's see, Joshua. You are grounded, so that's great. And let's see, you've got good earth energy coming up through your legs. There's no worry circle. Heart, not quite grounded. Heart is open about 15%. There are black boxes at the crown, about 20 of them. And that's what's preventing the heart from opening up and getting grounded. So I'm inclined to tell you about your king too, since you're here wondering about your energy field. Your overall king energy is only 15%, and the queen is only 3%. So those two numbers need to be elevated first before all the other energy centers get checked. So, but masculine, you're 100% in your masculine energy, and feminine, 5%. So you probably have a hard time being intuitive, introspective, going inward, a lot of outward masculine doing energy, which is important, but it's also important to be balanced. So thanks for being here and thanks for asking. Tiffany, okay, great. Welcome, Tiffany. Sydney sent me your meditation when I was severely ungrounded earlier this year. Well, I'm glad you found it. I'm assuming you found it helpful. That's why you're here. So good. Welcome. And thank you, Sydney, for sharing me. Nancy wants to, is she Arcturian? Yes, getting a yes on Arcturian. Yeah. Okay. And Healing 326, thank you for your help. For you are the first person to help me in this deep way. Wow. And it was just like a little thing here. For I help people in a similar way energetically. My question is, AI, the architect, is that device correct? I'm not quite sure I understand your question. So when I'm referring to AI, the A is ancient, the I is interference. So ancient interference. It's been along around this planet, this galaxy, this universe, the solar system for a long time, millions, billions of years. And, one of the things we've been finding with this king and queen energy is that uh, sometimes when we go deep enough with the architecture, we find that it's connected to Enki. So for those of you who know about Enki being and his brother Enlil, Enki is the bad guy. And so we've been finding him. He's the one who holding the contracts that when we find these contracts and with all the locks and so forth. And so uh, he is behind this architecture, the deepest parts of it. I don't know if that answers your question, Healing. Yeah, so one of the things that one of, I would say, my specialties that I help people in healing with is I love working with advanced healers who uh, feel like they've done everything they can do. They know there's more. But they are up against that glass ceiling, can't quite reach through it. And so I am on the leading edge of a lot of energetic things. And so it's great to be able to help advanced healers get even further. So I help healers come out of hiding and advanced healers even get to their next level. So hopefully that answers your question. I'm going to go to Instagram for a second because I know there was wow, a lot of people here. Okay, great. There were some great questions as well. Um, what are some of your burner Bizball? I don't know if you're still here, but wondering what my predictions are for 2026. So I don't do predictions like in a, like I can foresee the future kind of a thing. But I do see trends. I do see directions kind of where things are headed. And I do believe that for the next, let's see, 12, 4, it's saying 30 months. Um, this used to be 3 years, and so it keeps getting shorter. So I don't know what that event is at this particular time period, but it's like all of the drama and chaos and stuff that's happening is going to happen up until that point. What's going to happen then? I don't have a clue. I'll be finding out just like you guys. But it is a marker that keeps moving forward as we're going through linear time. So yeah, the darkness is continuing to come out, and more technologies are being introduced that are advanced because there's a lot of good things that are happening on the planet. But if we're focused on, what we spend the most time focusing on for the longest duration with the greatest intensity, that's how we create our world. So we can create, we don't have to predict. We can create our outcomes by what we focus on. So that's really the greatest predictor is what are we focusing on? That's what's going to be happening in your future. So um, it's kind of a sideways way of answering that question, but it feels accurate. Okay. Lady Karen would like a scan. Okay. Grounded, great. Good earth, no worry circle. Um, Infinite rings, great. Circle of reciprocity is flowing. And your aura is nice and clear. Being that that's the case, let's take a peek at your masculine, feminine, king and queen. Masculine 100, feminine 50%. So you've probably been a little bit more in the doing energy and wanting to feel a little more magnetic. Lower on the money frequency side. So that's probably where you feel like you have to work hard to make more money instead of turning up your magnet and working less hard and just having things come to you. So, and then the king and queen, king, 3%, queen, 5%. So one of the things that I just put out in my newsletter, because right now I am really busy. I'm not doing any 30-day or 90-day clients until April because I'm just like I'm tapped out pretty much. But I am offering to those who you would be a good candidate who wanted just to focus on this king and queen energy, it would automatically raise that feminine energy. Uh, so you could see the architecture that's holding all those down. And anyway, it's not even something I offer on my website, but if you contact support at kimberlysherry.com or go to my website and there's a contact page there, that just ask for the link for the 30-minute clearing, and we could get your king and queen up to speed. It'd be so cool. Love that. Burn a Bisbal. Yes, I am offering scans. I think I just did you, so that would be good. What else we got? Here's a bird of biz. His soul passed through Sirius. Okay, well, welcome. 2 questions, predictions for 2026, and may you please scan my field. Okay, so I think we did that. Lady Karen, could you possibly check my energies, please? I'm putting up my boundaries and feeling stronger. Okay, well, good. So I did read you, and it kind of sounds like I answered your question. Did a scan. Name is Kadara. Can you scan? Yeah, I did scan you. Okay, you asked like 5 times. Okay, I'm glad I scanned you, Burn Bisbal. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. So you grounded, good earth, no worry circle, hearts grounded, infinite rings, energy looking good. Okay, so maybe I didn't read you, but one of the things, let's check masculine and feminine. Masculine 100%, feminine 100%. Great. Let's check the king and queen. King 100%, queen 100%. Excellent. That's yee. Okay. It's nice to have some bright lights here, so that's excellent. One last thing. Let's check for you, because so far you're batting 1,000. Are the king and queen communicating in every chakra? That's what I want to know. Okay, so in your 7, 6, 5, 4 in the heart chakra, looks like they need a little bit of help there. Yeah, if you were to go to the root chakra, your root chakra, and clear 50 of those black boxes, there's a lock on it, and the lock is at your crown. Contracts. 50 contracts that are those are at your crown, and booby traps, locks, loops. So you're clearing this as I'm saying this. So that's great. So in the heart, boom, bam, well done. So now the king and queen are communicating in the heart. So that's great. 4, 3. Second chakra, this is where they co-create. So thing you can help there is in your root chakra, black boxes, 50. Locks, loops, cords. Nope. There's no locks, booby traps, or any of that. So boom, there you go, 100%. I love it when we find people that are just dialed in like that. It's awesome. So thanks for joining us, Bernabis Ball Kadara. Is it Kadra? Sorry. Great. Okay, you're a girl. Well, don't matter. Yeah, I think you were a little bit in your masculine energy. Maybe that's why I thought you were a guy. But now you can, yeah, you're dialed in. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, good. Awesome. Let's go back over here to YouTube. All right, let's see what we got. This is Brenda would like a scan for brain fog and dizziness. So again, I am not a doctor. But number 1, you have no grounding cord. When you don't have a grounding cord, that's a house without plumbing. Everything backs up. And Yeah, you could get real dizzy that way. Mostly people feel anxious when they have no grounding cord. You're only in your body like 3%. So you're that will make you unaware of all the things that are going on. Like nobody's home. So you have all these invaders, right? So the thing that's preventing you from getting grounded is right at your crown chakra, and black boxes, 50 at your crown. And then at your heart chakra, more black boxes, another 50. And solar plexus, another 50 black boxes. And then at the root chakra, 100. So that's going to be hard to get grounded with all those there. So that's just a quick run through. And once you basically flush the toilet, you get that grounding cord on and everything has a place to go, all this will start to clear up. So and for those of you who you just know you're that person that, oh, it sounds like a great idea, but I just never do it, I get sidetracked, blah blah blah. Join us for the luminary activation. We do it on the first Thursday of every month, where we go through the whole process that's outlined in this book, and we get you all dialed in. And then this month, we are also helping to raise your money frequencies. So we do that every, I don't know, once or twice a year. So this luminary activation will be a great way if you're new, you've never done it. Entrance fee, $49. Big deal, right? So come get your energy cleared, and then you won't be dizzy. You won't be so foggy headed. Things will clear up. That'd be great. Okay, we got a few more minutes here. What do we got? Let's see. Oh my goodness, we have so many. Hang on. Okay. KM Babe, I'd like a scan. What keeps me from progressing? Well, no grounding cord, toxic relationship with your mom. She is courting to your crown. Yes, so she is the boss of you. You might feel like an 8-year-old with her because that's how she's treating you. So mom is courting to crown, solar plexus, so that controls what you do. And yeah, so those two places. So taking her out of there, never cut, always pull out, send it back to them. That would really be helpful. And so yeah, it's just like she's got a hold of your engine, right at your solar plexus. That's your engine. So she's got the keys, and she's got the engine turned off. So that's why it's hard to progress. Yeah. So that was that. I think I did this one. You're on the other channel. Yes. Okay. Here, my husband is with me. Can you read his energy? Okay, Brenda's husband is grounded. Great. Good earth. No worry circle. Heart not grounded, only 15% open. Black boxes at the crown, at his crown chakra. There's about 50. That's making it hard for him to feel safe to open his heart. And then like he starts to gives up to about the elbow. and then also it's hard for him to receive as well. So that left hand is blocked. So really important, the circle of reciprocity, giving and receiving, super important. Yeah, maybe that's helpful. Okay, great. Almost to the top of the hour. Healing 327. Thank you so much. is my clairvoyance accurate and my other abilities, for I am a lot like you. Um, let's see. Um, I'll calibrate, right? 'Cause and I don't even know you, but I'm getting that your abilities are about 15% of what I do. So there's always more to learn. And your clairvoyance, clear seeing, is at about 15%. So if you think you're already seeing pretty clearly, well, just imagine if you had 85% more available. There's a lot to see and know, and etc. So your sixth chakra, there is a cord there, and black boxes about 50. So that's going to interfere with your ability to see clearly. So just saying. Thanks for asking. Welcome, Sabrina. Can you do a scan for me and see if I'm grounded now? Seeking. You are grounded now. So great job. And everything is grounded. Oversoul's connected, central orbit clear, circle of reciprocity clear. So well done. That's what happens when you have a second set of eyes. So glad you got that taken care of. So I look forward to chatting with Shelby. Yeah, that'd be great. New subscriber. So yes, thank you for saying the word sub, because for those of you who come here often and you're not subscribed, please like, subscribe, follow, share, all the things, and click the bell notification so you know when I go live every week. But so yes, can I please ask for energy reading 2 of what comes up? All right. Kelly, let's see. At your crown, that's the first place that's got my attention. So you have a good grounding cord. Your heart is grounded. Circle of reciprocity is flowing. But right at the crown, you've only got 2 rings, 2 creative rings. So there is some interference up there. Black boxes, 50. So there's that. And also money frequency on the low side. So that would be another good thing for those of you who are maybe kind of new here to show up for my next luminary activation. We're going to be raising the money frequency. So we don't do that very often, maybe a couple times a year. And so, yeah, if you have low money frequencies, come on the first Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. And we don't do it here. If you go to my website, you'll be able to see the luminary activation. And you can sign up there and join us. You can get all of your energy field cleared, raise your money frequency so you can start attracting from a higher frequency. Because everything in our outer world is the result of what's going on here. So if we're not manifesting the kind of money that we like, the kind of opportunities, that's because of what's going on here. So we change what's going on here, and then you start to attract new opportunities, different things, etc. So that's going to be all about prosperity, abundance, money this next round. All right. Okay, your name is Angel. Great. Let's see what else we got. We are at the top of the hour. Maybe we could take another question. Hey, Bess, haven't seen you in a million years. Great to see you here. Great to catch you live. It has been a while. Yes, would love a scan, especially stomach energy, something I have been unable to clear. Enjoying all your new info. Great. Okay, so Bess, let's see what's going on with your solar plexus. So you've got a cord in there. There's 5. It's male. It's a guy. Maybe your dad. Yeah, father energy. Yeah, angry father energy. Pull him out. Pull him out. That you get your power back, and your stomach. Your stomach's only operating at about 15% right now. So also at your root chakra, because you are grounded, but at your root chakra, there are those black boxes, about 50 of those. And that's holding in place a program that is interfering with your stomach's ability to really function properly. So, welcome back. It's good to see you here. Hopefully that helps. Kick that out of there. Okay, we'll take one more. Krita, do I have Arcturian connections, and can you give me a reading on the King and Queen? Yes, absolutely. Arcturian. Are you yes, I'm getting a yes on Arcturian. Yes. And Lyran is also coming through. So yeah. And King and Queen. Overall King, 100%. Overall Queen, 100%. Let's check each energy center. So Queen, in the heart, it's only about 15%. There are black boxes in the root, about 20, that are keeping that Queen energy from really embodying that heart energy. You're fast. Okay, it's at 100 now. Okay, heart. And then second chakra, where the Queen creates, it's also only at about 15%. So in the root, black boxes, 50. So there's that. The root's good. Okay, and then the King, 7, 6, 5. Solar plexus. So he's not quite stepping into his power. He's at about 15%. Black boxes, 50 at the root. So your Queen in the second 100, and then, wow, you're so fast. Okay, King is 100. Okay, good. And then interacting together. Crown, 6, 5, 4. Heart, they still need a little better connection here. Root chakra, black boxes, 50. Okay. And then, ta-da! Well done, Krita. Okay. And on that note, we will bid adieu for tonight. Come back next Wednesday, ask more questions, see what else is new, and get some inspiration about how to navigate this crazy, crazy world we live in. All right, sending much love. Keep asking my favorite question. How? How does it get better than this? And then stay in that blissful question of, I wonder. Let the universe show you how things get better. All right, blessings, everyone. Until next week. Ciao.